welcome back to the Hassle of Hair, episode 51. We have Grant.
Grant Torino.
What up?
What's up, man? Grant was a childhood friend of my brother's and mine. I've known him since I was 11.
Yeah.
He was in middle school at Leyva.
And you were still taller than me, too. Till this day. Back then and now, you're still taller than me, man.
But Grant's I want to say, a lifelong dancer, hip hop advocate, right? Mental health advocate.
Oh, man. I'll take that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mental health advocate.
For sure.
But you've been dancing forever.
Oh, surprisingly, I'm considered a late bloomer.
Yeah.
So I started dancing. So I like dancing, but I didn't get into like the dance world per se till I was like 17. Yeah. And then when I was 17, I felt like I wanted to get into it because I was never really good at sports. I mean, I like playing sports, but I wasn't really good at it. And I got into my first team, 17. I was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible, bro. I could not pick up an 8 count for like, can we cuss on this thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I got.
Give me a second. I just need to clap. Okay, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would consider.
You could just do it off your laugh.
Yeah.
You could, yeah. It's up there, but it's funny. Yeah, I was considered a late bloomer. Got into 16, 17. Grateful for the opportunity because it was a kids group. So back in the day, it was called Future Shock San Jose, and everyone that tried out makes it, right? So that was the only thing that saved me. And the freestyle part where like I couldn't pick up the choreo, so I was like, all right, they give us a freestyle section.
You said choreo?
Choreo.
Is that like slang for like choreograph? Like
Oh, it's I don't know what's slang, but it's like a shorter version.
Yeah,
It's a shorter version
Damn,
of.
I need to up my choreo, bro. Like I need to.
Yeah, I mean it's just a shorter way of saying choreography.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
If you say that, you better not. You're not that hip anymore.
But I mean, in martial arts, there's also like in movies they do martial arts choreography.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. It's just choreographed moves, choreographed.
And there's a freestyle, like.
So yeah. So going back at the end of it, they give you a freestyle portion after you do the routine in front of like the directors and the judges.
Yeah.
So for me, like the only thing that I honestly think saved me was I started doing hopping handstands at the end of it, right? Because probably at the time they weren't even looking at me.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to Mama Kim though, she's awesome. That kind of like fueled me to get better, because knowing that I couldn't pick that up, and then having all the boys we grew up with, it gave me that competitive edge, and I didn't like being in the back. Yeah. So I was like, what do I gotta do to get to the front? We did rehearsals, we practiced outside. I would hit up like the people on the team, the kids on the team at the time, who I thought were really dope. And so I was like, I'm gonna link up with him, I'm gonna link up with her, just to get extra practice in. And so from the first day I tried out, where I couldn't pick up an 8 count, which is like, the 8 count in the music, to like 6 months down the line, I'm like going all over the place trying out for different groups. My confidence went up. But yeah, that's how I got started with dancing.
But you didn't dance in middle school?
No. I mean, I dabbled with it.
Yeah.
I grew up with my cousin Jay, who was like really big into b-boying. So I would go out with him, and we would like b-boy, right? Yeah. And that was fun for me. And then it wasn't until high school, junior, going to senior year, I got involved in the choreography world.
Okay. So because I remember my brother coming home talking about you guys like doing flares and
What's flares?
Like flares is like a spinning, like a rolling.
I would do it, but I can't. It's like, at least my go-to moves were like the turtle and a bunch of freezes. But flares is considered like a power move in the b-boy world. You see it in gymnastics a lot.
Okay.
That whole like when the legs are going up in a V and you're doing this.
Oh, okay.
Right. But it's a lot prettier than that.
Why do you? It sounds like such a weird name for it, but I understand why it's called that.
Yeah. So they got flare, air flare, all that stuff.
No, I'm good on that.
Okay. I was like,
I just
yeah.
Make sure everything is all right. No, but I remember him coming home and him talking about that you guys are doing flares, and Carlos is b-boying too. My brother's friend Carlos was b-boying at this time too, right?
Yeah. But we got so into it. We were so into. We had this VHS tape called Out for Fame. Yeah. And this is pre-YouTube, pre-everything. So everything we saw b-boying connected was on a VHS tape. So we watched that, and there was like a bunch of moves we would just try to imitate or emulate. You know what I mean? Imitate, emulate, all of the above.
Try to do.
Exactly. And so we had like a power move guy that would love to do the power moves. I could do like your turtle and your back spins, but I was really big on the freezes. So
what are power moves? Sorry.
How do I explain
I
that?
kind of think I know what they are.
Like, so power moves are kind of like the big blow ups.
Is it like on what's the movie with Chris Brown where he's a dancer? Is it Stomp the Yard?
Stomp the Yard, yeah.
They were all dancing, and then at the end he does that little slide in with his head. And
Yeah. So it's more like,
She
Kinda
said
explain
stop the yard.
she did. I don't, because I wouldn't say I'm a b-boy by heart, and I grew up with a lot of them, so I want to disrespect them, like try to claim that I'm a b-boy. I'm not.
Yeah.
I would say I'm just a dancer. Like, I'll dabble with different styles, but I know in b-boying it can get really detailed. So there's power moves, there's flow, there's threads, there's footwork, there's top
I
rock.
have to look all these up.
Yeah,
later.
so there's different varieties of what encompasses what a b-boy or a b-girl is. Back in the day, there were specific b-boys and b-girls that were just known for certain things. Like, that b-boy is known for his footwork. That b-boy is known for his power moves. That b-girl is known for her power moves or flares or and freezes, right? But now it's like, because we're moving so fast with YouTube, you have to have like the whole thing.
Yeah.
You have to have the whole the whole thing. You can't just be like, okay, go into an event and just do footwork. You have to have footwork, freezes, power, musicality. It's so crazy, dude.
It's a mixed martial art.
Boy. It really is. It really. Oh man,
I think that's everything.
He
though.
always goes back to martial
No,
arts.
but-
with
Yeah.
everything
No, that's
is
really what
martial
it is,
arts.
though.
No,
That's really
'cause-
what it is. Yeah. If you look, oh man, I like that.
No, it is because I think everything is getting like that, where you have to be everything while riding. Because I keep on bringing him up for the past like 3 episodes. But our soul here in Los Baños, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
But he makes his music videos.
Mm.
He does his lyrics. He raps. Like, he does everything.
Right.
Like, it's just, that's what he does. Like,
Yeah.
He does everything. And I think everything is changing, that you have to be everything in your field.
To a certain degree, yeah. It's crazy. I'd never even realized like that's what b-boying is now, is like MMA.
Yeah.
Like the way you put it together. That's like a good way. Honestly, that's like the perfect way of describing what b-boying is now. It's like MMA.
But that's why
Yeah.
I brought up the b-boying. I know you're not a b-boy, but you said you didn't start dancing till senior year or junior year.
Yeah.
But I remember you always trying to dance. Like, that's just
Okay.
like,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I guess, that is, how do I explain that? I guess it's weird because I'm not a professional,
yeah.
but like I would say I would consider junior going to senior year, or was the start of me dabbling more into the dance scene, because there's a scene, right? There's like, you could be in the cars all your life, but then there's a car scene. And until you get in a car scene, you start seeing like different things, right? You start getting involved in different cliques. You start knowing like ranks, who's who's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it was kind of for me. Like, I love dancing, but then once I got into the group and then it started pushing me towards the scene, I started knowing who started what, who was who was known to make, I don't know, like a certain region blow up within dancing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was like people fathered styles, so I didn't know that. Because obviously I didn't have a mentor. I was just like, oh, that's tight. That's tight. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like you saw, it was on TV like basketball, so you know who was who. You just danced.
Yeah.
Unless you were like really into that scene. It was kind of like almost like an underground scene at the time. Because this is like 90s, right?
Yeah.
Early 90s. Yeah, because I graduated middle school in 99? 99?
2000, like
Something like that.
Yeah. Because I graduated 2000. I graduated junior high in 2004. No, you graduated in 2002. Junior high, you graduated because I'm 2 years older than Freddie.
You're younger.
2 years younger.
I was like, whoa.
2 years
Yeah.
younger.
No,
So
you're
you
right.
grad-
So I
2002.
graduated I was a freshman 2002.
Yeah.
So graduate. Okay.
Yeah, 2001.
It's like some hard ass math for some reason.
All right.
But it's crazy because, like, I don't know. My mind's weird. Like, I can barely remember what she tells me to do the day of. But I remember so many things of what people do. Right. And,
Right.
I remember you like, you created this whole. You didn't create this scene, but when we talked about dancing in our groups.
Yeah.
Like I was 4 years young or 2 years younger than you, and then I was a freshman when you were a senior. I just remember you, like, oh, yeah, that's the dancer, you know. And then you were a big influence on my friend, your cousin Nate. He was talking about what's that group in the Bay Area, the hip hop group, the logo with the eyes and the face, the circle.
Eyes in the face and the circle.
And the dots, and then hieroglyphics.
Oh, Hyro. Okay,
Yeah.
I was trying to think dance. So I was like, which group is this?
But I mean, like, it
Yeah,
was always
hieroglyphics.
hip hop, dance, like
Oh,
that. They kind of go
man.
together, right? Because you have to have, like,
Hieroglyphics,
Yeah.
Souls of Mischief, Jurassic 5. That was like what we were into.
yeah.
And then like threw on some like hardcore rap like Necro. And then we had some underground stuff. What we used to listen to? Oh, we used to listen to a lot of Atmosphere, Slug,
Yeah.
Idea.
I didn't get it.
Wow.
I found Jurassic 5 because of, it was either you or Carlos.
Uh-huh.
It was when I was younger. And then the Concrete Streets. Concrete Schoolyard or something like that. That song I listened to daily.
Man.
Yeah.
I don't know any of this.
Yeah.
I grew up here in the country.
Yeah. No, but like, it's crazy because like
Hey, you threw it back with those. Yeah, I gotta put that on my
Man,
playlist.
You
Yeah.
do have a good memory.
No,
That's
it's
wild.
weird. Like, I just remember, I don't know if it's because of my memory, but I feel like the people around me were like so creative. Everybody I hung out with, yeah, just influenced and just creativity.
Yep.
Like you're one of them. You're a dancer.
Oh man, thanks.
He can't dance for his life.
No, I can't.
You should have seen him earlier.
Bro, I can't dance. Like there's this girl at the gym. Her name's Nancy, and she's a dancer too.
Right.
And she tried teaching us how to dance, bro. Like
Oh.
she's like 5, 6, 7, 8, and
okay.
I'm just like,
He's
I'm like,
way
yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
Hey,
right
just for
now?
people to know, 5, 6, 7, 8 literally just means get ready, get set, go.
Yeah.
That's what it is. 5, 6, 7, 8 means get ready, get set, go.
Yeah.
If you want to like a hack, just stay on 1 and 2. That's a good basic way to start. Just count 1, 2, 1, 2. It doesn't matter what song it is. That 1, 2 is gonna be there. 1, 2.
We went to Texas and they took us to I think it's called Mustang Sally's.
Yeah.
His family, and we did what is it? Square dancing?
Two-step.
Two-step.
Ooh, I love the 2-step. That's my
Dude.
go-to.
See, look, you don't understand,
No,
Grant.
no.
Like,
Okay.
Like, I
How you
was
gonna mess
so-
up 2-step? I gotta know
was,
this.
Like, with people like you that knew how to dance, and like I'd go to the school dances. I was like, these motherfuckers. I was like, because you guys made it seem so easy, and I just had to stand on the
He
background,
was
like,
just standing on the
like,
wall.
I couldn't dance, so I used to go to like banda places, right?
Yeah.
And I just, before I met her, like, girls would say like, come on, dance with me.
Right.
I was like, nah, I don't dance. I don't dance. And then I had this one girl that bugged me all night. And I was like, nah, I don't dance. Like,
Yeah.
And she's like, come on. So she pulled me on the floor, and then she started dancing banda with me, and like first 10 seconds, she just like looked at me and walked away.
He left him on the
Oh.
dance.
Like,
Damn.
but it's just I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
It's something I had to practice, right?
Right. Just like
Anything.
anything else.
But when you first started dancing, was it just like automatic? Like you had that rhythm?
Ooh.
Because I don't at all.
I want to
He
say.
doesn't have any rhythm, like whatsoever. I think if you practice and practice,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm sorry, but I don't think you're gonna get it. I'm not even kidding.
That's
I'm
hard.
not
That's,
kidding.
that's hard.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
She's like, I love you, but.
Some of us have it, some of us don't.
But did you have that rhythm right away? Do you remember?
I don't.
Give me,
Dude,
give me.
let me. I don't want to throw a bullshit answer out there and be like, yeah, I've always had it. No, bro, I'm 33. I can't really think that far ahead or
Yeah.
think that far back. I want to say I didn't have it. This is probably the most honest I'll try to come with this. I didn't have it, but I was around a lot of people. Like you, you're a visual learner, right?
Yeah, big time.
to the point where I was always around at a young age, that not even realizing it, that there's a 1-2. There's a 1-2 because they're always on something.
Yeah.
Right. It's just that 1-2, and that 2-step, like I said, that's my go-to. You can't go wrong with the 2-step.
Yeah.
Just 1-2, 1-2. It's the easiest math you'll ever do.
Don't say that because I can't do it.
You just gotta, don't think it. Don't overthink.
Yeah,
The moment you think, you're thinking 1,
Yeah.
2. Okay, I got it.
Literally what he looks like when
You gotta let it flow. You gotta let the 1-2
That's
flow.
him. He's like,
Dude, even at concerts, you know how they start like
Yeah.
start clapping like that?
Okay.
Dude, I'm always that one guy that
It's
after
awesome.
everybody claps, I'm like, and everybody's just looking at me like, what the hell? Like,
But okay, so ever since I've known you, man, you've always been funny and goofy to me, and I've always appreciated it. So, my question is, my question.
he's still the same way. Yes.
Yes. Okay. And
Yeah.
I'm glad you still are. Do you really not have rhythm, or you just choose to be,
Oh,
I don't
hell
know,
no, no.
embody the Jesse that we all know?
No,
I think he embodies the Jesse, but he still does not have any.
It's not
Like,
that I embodied it.
whatsoever.
It's more of like I'm just used to it. Like before it was I was so scared. Like
Right.
I would get anxiety when middle school dances came up or high school
Yeah,
dances
yeah.
came up. I would get anxiety. I don't know why I would go to them. No
Mm-hmm.
one forced me,
No.
and I don't know why I would go to them.
You know why you went to him? Because there was girls there. That's why you went.
But
That's
that's
why you
what
went.
gave me anxiety. And because I wasn't gonna be able to dance with them,
Right.
so I was waiting for that slow song.
Yeah.
So I was just,
And that's where you embody that 2-step.
yeah. And I still couldn't do. She knows I still can't slow
can't
dance.
dance.
But I just I said fuck it. Like I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm done with worrying about what people think.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go do it. And I'm like the worst dancer out there, but I'm fucking dancing.
You know
Right.
what? I got a story to follow that up. As long as you having fun,
Yeah.
right? You don't got to worry about like dance move unless you're at like actual dance competition. Like, you know what I mean?
That he's
Me-
not going to anytime
Right,
soon.
but what I'm saying is like me personally, I wouldn't bring like. So I went to a bar, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Jose, because we went out there and my boy Jose was like, "Yo, I don't know how to dance." I was like, "Dude, just have fun. Like, go have fun." He's like, "All right, if someone tries to battle me, you got me." I'm like,
Yeah.
"You watching too many movies, bro. Like, that's not okay." Okay, worst case scenario. Someone comes up to you and wants to battle you. Yeah, call me. That's fine.
What is this? You got
Sir,
served?
exactly. And, bro. So I was like, Jose, I got you. He's my boy. Like, if someone, for some reason, wants to call you out on the dance floor,
Yeah.
fuck it. Yeah, I got you. My boy was there with me. And I told him, like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
And so we were down, right? Like, and that was kind of like we carried over the 90s, like that whole dance, B-boy. That's one thing. The B-boy mentality, I will forever, like, the old school one, I don't know how it is now. I haven't been around. But the old school mentality was like, yo, you're at a dance, you're at a club, you see someone. You know what I mean? It was that whole, like, oh, it's about to go down. And that's the mentality that I took with me.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, 24, right, at the time. So we go to this place called Cardiff Lounge, right, in Willow Glen, San Jose. And so he brings up that whole situation, like, yo, I just want to have fun, but if someone tries to call me out, you got me. I'm like, Jose, I got you, bro. You're my
That's all
dude.
he was worried about,
Yeah.
right? Like, if someone calls me out, you're gonna give me there,
Yeah.
right?
So I had to reinforce this idea on him. I was like, look, this is not a competition. This ain't a movie. This is a bar. Half these people probably don't know how to dance either.
Yeah.
Take a couple shots, have fun. Because the last thing, from my personal experience, the last thing you want is to outdance this girl. So just do you, stay right here. You know what I mean? Add a little sway.
Yeah.
Just stay there.
Yeah.
Don't outdance these girls because they don't look like the professional dancers. They just want to have fun. So just next thing you know, he comes up to me. He's like, yo, I got these 2 girls, bro. Come over here. So now we're like, he really just did that.
The
He goes,
nervous one.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So now these girls are on him like this, and they're like, oh my God, your friend is so fun to dance with. Hey.
Yeah.
And my boy was just like, tapping him on the shoulder, like, there you go. And he comes back to us like, dude, thank you.
Yeah.
I
But
was
that's
like,
what I learned that later. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, man, just
I learned that later. Like, I learned that once I started going to the clubs, right?
Yeah.
And it was more bars than anything. I didn't really
Right.
go to clubs.
yep.
But I learned that you just have to just go out there and just dance.
Just have fun, bro.
The anxiety. When I say anxiety, Grant, like it was anxiety. Like it was like that's all I would think about the night. Like we'd be me and my boys would be walking to the clubs or the bars, and that's all I would think of was like, man, I'm gonna have to fucking dance tonight. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
is that what you were worried about?
Yeah, you understand? Like, it was like what if a girl asked me to dance? That's the only way I'm gonna. What I thought, back then, I thought it was the only way to pull a number or pull a girl.
Right.
And no, all you had to do was buy her some apple shots or whatever it was.
Oh yeah. So
there you go. There you go.
But I mean, once I got over it, it was just over. But my main one was just like this.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with that, dude.
That's when you knew
you
I was
can't go
drunk.
wrong.
I was like looking up like this.
Yep, there you go. This, and if as long you can even flip it, and you can start doing this. You know what I mean? Yeah. You had the head down. You got this. This is actually called the prep. Yeah, you can do that.
It's crazy. It's crazy like you know names to like the moves and stuff. You know what I mean?
You know what?
You
a lot of
it like the car wash.
Yeah, why not?
Sweeping.
The sweeping. I like that.
What did she say? Right? Remember she used to come
That's like some old school
and
Temptation stuff right there.
No, but when did you find the school? Like when did you start teaching? Like what happened? Okay, so I don't know what happened from high school to what's it called? Let me just bring in my dog real quick.
Yeah.
You want me to do it?
I got it. Keep on going.
Okay. You could have walked behind the camera, dude.
So I still want to get my shots in.
Right?
First commercial break to shout out our sponsors. La Gloria Panderia 1978 on Instagram. A panderia that has the best tres leches cake. Go and follow them, guys. We love them. They support us. We support them. The video travel show's coming out with them, and they're the second guest to be on that travel show. So go subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Hassle of Hair. Always support the sponsors. La Gloria Panderia 1978 on Instagram. We always post them on our Instagram, The Hassle of Hair. Jesse, The Hassle Diaz, and Don't Hassle Me. Now, back to the episode with Grant Torino. Yeah, so what happened after high school, Grant? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, and Raquel's not there.
Yeah, she's coming back right now.
Like I said, it's about to get deep.
Yeah, and then kind of like
go this way.
Yeah, turn it.
You want me to turn this way?
Yeah, right there.
Like this?
Yeah.
Right here? Okay. It's like I'm about to whisper into this mic. Hey. It really feels like I'm about to tell the secret. No, it's cool. I'll get used to it. It just feels like I'm hosting the show now, bro. Like, so let me ask you this, right?
Who knows? Maybe you'll start a podcast.
Oh, no. But, this is my first one. Jesse reached out to me, and he sounded the same. So, like, you know what? I'm comfortable. Let's do it. I got asked to do 2 prior to this, but I was just like, nah, I'm good. Yeah. Just like gets me nervous. But yeah, you were saying what happened after high school. Okay, it's about to get deep.
Okay.
So after high school, I did the work thing. I didn't do college. I ended up doing massage school. So that's what I actually do now. Yeah. So as far as my occupation goes, I teach dance. I do massage therapy. I house clean. Yeah. And I coach at UFC Gym San Jose. So, yeah. So
10 jobs.
So you got a lot.
I got a lot of jobs. I have to stay busy. So after high school, I did the massage thing, and while I was there, I just remember I was going through a lot. I started dabbling with drugs, a whole lot of it. I didn't do it for too long, but I did a lot really fast. Yeah. And that's when I realized, holy shit, I got a fucking addicted personality, right? But I'm still going to massage school. I remember showing up a couple times, either high, and then actually one time I was still off like ecstasy when I showed up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so I just want to give a shout out to, I don't know if he's going to see this, but I had a mentor there. His name's T. And he kind of like, the first day we met at massage school, he was like, I don't know what it is about you, but you're going to be my little brother. Yeah. Right? He's a big black dude. He was in the Marines for 8 years. And he kind of just took me under his wing to the point where, like, my sister would call him if I wasn't showing up or for whatever reason. But
sometimes people need that.
Yeah, no, fact. And I'm forever grateful for him for that, dude. Like, that's when I realized we kind of talked about a little bit about mental health. Yeah. So mental health got really real for me. And this is 2007. It's not as big as it is now, and I'm just super happy that it's in the forefront. I'm pretty sure you are too.
Yeah.
So when this happened, let me just go straight to the boom.
Because you were talented, like, when you talk about talented individual, like, you were talented. Like, people were like, oh, this dude's going to do something with dancing.
You know what? With all the praise I was getting, I thought I was too. But there was some stuff that was like this. There was this dark side to it that I embodied within myself that I didn't really realize was going to fuck me up.
Yeah.
And 2007 will forever be the year that shit just changed, right? 2007, I graduate massage school. I was like at the peak of my dancing, and then I just didn't want to be here no more.
Yeah. Just out of nowhere?
Just out of nowhere. And the crazy thing is I didn't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
You know, until recently I found out, like, this guy explained it, where it was just like everything's so fast and it's so heavy that you don't know if you're sad or pissed. You just want it to stop.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
I wasn't good in high school. I go to massage school. I realized, dude, I actually really like doing this stuff. I graduate with a letter of excellence with 3.9 GPA, right? I get a job, and then 3 months after graduation, I just wake up this morning like not wanting, whatever the hell was happening here, I just wanted it to stop. Like that I forgot who said it, but that guy said it. Bro, I hung myself.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was early in the morning. My sister was going to work, and I'm standing outside in the garage door, and just like pulling my hair, right? It was mania. I was just like super wacky. And then she's like, "You good?" This is like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I just have a headache." That's the only thing I could say. And then she was just like, "All right, we'll go inside." All right, so no one's home. Go back upstairs.
Did you show signs before this? Like,
No.
and
That's the crazy thing.
Like,
it was just in my head. So I think for like maybe a couple weeks.
No breakup. No.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
That's
No, you're right. They're right.
Yeah,
there was things leading up to it, for sure. It was so when I was dancing, I was young, like 18, 19.
Yeah.
Your boy thought he was hot shit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Your boy thought he was the man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It always takes that one girl to humble your ass to realize like you ain't shit. All right? I didn't mean to project it on you or something. My bad. She was like, "You talking about me?" Thanks, G. I know we just met, but thank you. But it shit. I see. But yeah, it took. Oh man, how do I say this? I'll just back it up. So in high school, I thought I was the shit, right? And then the dancing, because it wasn't as glorified as it is now, right? It was like there was only a few that stood out, right? I don't want to say I was up there. Mm-hmm. I don't think I was, but I was so social that people knew who I was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like top tier dancer. I was just more social than other dancers, maybe at that point. And so everyone knew who I was. And that was kind of, just like the more people you know, you get brought into conversation a lot more. Yeah. But for sure, those other dancers way better than me, for sure. But in my head, I thought I was hot shit. I messed up. I was dating this girl. And from my experience at that point, every girl I dated, even if I fucked up, I always got a second chance, right? The thing is, I never cheated because I was never in a relationship. I was just talking to a bunch of girls. Yeah. Right? And this one day, I messed up. And also, here's the crazy thing. I'm a horrible liar. Horrible liar. So I messed up. I was like, oh, shit. I wasn't with this girl, but we were dating, and we kind of solidified, like, we're not together, but, like, if you're talking to me and I'm talking to you, it's just us, right?
Do I know her?
No, you don't.
Okay.
No. But,
and if you did, I wasn't going to say her name.
No, yeah, I'm definitely not going to
say her name, but I was just...
No, you don't know. You definitely don't know.
Okay.
So, I fucked up, right? I tell her I messed up. I'm sorry. And at this point, when I finally got these words, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm clear. And she was like, all right. I was like, so, and now I'm trying to act like it's nonchalant again, like we're gonna carry the conversation over. Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what it was. Peace. And I'm over here like, what?
I told you what I did though.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I said, oh, sorry. Right?
Yeah.
Because I remember every time I fucked up, my homegirls always tell me, it's like, well, just be honest. Honesty is the best policy. It's better to just be honest. In my case, it's always better to be honest because I'm a horrible liar. But at the same time, me being honest with all this shit was just like, all right, I always got a pass. Nah, not with this one. Not with this one. She said, nope. And that shit fucked me up.
It was just that last straw. It was like what you were hanging by a thread mentally, maybe, I don't know, and it was just that one thing that took you over.
Yeah. Because I realized I did a lot of. Your sister, should we just pretend we're not here?
Yeah. Told you not to go, Isabel. Yeah. Hurry, go. Don't just look.
Oh, me or her? Who you talking about?
Her.
I was like, okay, I won't look. I know this is your show. I won't look.
No, and then like, so she always does that. It's like it's gonna be a thing that is. Oh, Isabel's walking in again.
You should make that part of the show. Like,
but that's what happens when you're.
So, sissy.
Bye. We told her like, don't go to the store. She's like, I'll be back before or after you guys are done.
No, but so the girl, it was like the last straw mentally, right?
Yeah. Oh man, you good.
You
sure this is your first show? No, I know you lying
No.
because you said it was like your 60th or some shit.
No, it's just.
Man, I came in here thinking I was your third person.
No, I mean, but I can relate, right? I can relate because not relate as in the whole suicide, but like I never dealt with mental health until I met her, and until I needed to take care of my daughter.
Right.
Until someone was looking to me to depend on.
Yeah. That's
when it was like, okay, now I have to go into my own head.
Right.
Like when someone's depending on you, it's, I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't explain it either. It's like my head twisted as in like, or you're not good enough. And everything from my childhood just started
coming back.
Hit me.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy. And it took one little thing to just
start the snowball effect. Yeah. No, totally.
Yeah.
I wanted to piggyback off that. It was so I didn't realize that I was one of the most insecure dudes ever. Yeah. I was like, and I didn't realize it. And I was good at faking the funk, but I was a horrible liar. But I was good at portraying like I was hot shit, right? But I really wasn't. And this whole time I thought I was, not realizing it was a facade to a certain degree, that I was actually one of the most insecure people I've ever met, personally. And then it took a couple girls to make me realize, like, oh shit, I'm fucking insecure. Because I couldn't stay talking to one girl. The moment, I don't know, for example, another dude got brought into the situation. Me handling that and being cool about it was like, I don't give a fuck, I'm out.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, go ahead, do your thing. I'm gonna do me.
But in reality, you really did care.
Yeah, I fucking, God, it hurt me so much, bro. So I had this whole mental, like, I'm just gonna be a fucking dancer and fucking Mr. Steal Your Girl type shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But dude,
Sorry.
You know the song. I know you know the track. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Hey. Yeah. But if you're gonna do that, you gotta be confident. You can't just like, and then the girl you're pursuing is actually more confident than you, then it just makes you're like, damn.
Backfired, huh?
Yeah, backfired a lot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I actually think it backfired way too many times that I was just really good at bobbing and weaving. I was like, yeah. But then it took that one girl to make me realize, and I honestly think she knew, to be honest with you. I honestly think she knew that I was insecure as fuck. And to a certain degree, she was probably trying to better me. And help me grow when it came to being in a relationship. But at the same time, she knew what she had to do for herself. So I honestly think she had hopes for me, but then that showed up. She's like, I ain't got time for this shit. I don't blame her, to be honest. Because
Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
So how long after that breakup did that come to your mind, like that you wanted to commit suicide?
Okay.
So how long? What was it like months, years? Like
it was probably about like 3 months down the line.
Oh, okay.
But I want to say that was the main reason. That definitely played a role.
That was part of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would say if there was a pie of, of this.
A bunch of other stuff.
Dude, you could cut that thing into 3s, 4s, as many times you want. The only problem was I had no one to talk to about it. So it just kept adding up. It kept making little pieces bigger than they were.
Did you think it was mental health, or did you just think you were just going through a breakup? Like, and
So,
you just thought it was just a breakup and not anything else?
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Thing is, I didn't know what mental health was. I just didn't want to fucking deal with it, right? But I was also taught, like, if you talked about your feelings, you know what I mean? We grew up in the 90s, bro. Like, my dad's old school. He's first generation Filipino. Like, the way he shows affection is, like, good job, right?
And that's why I tell my husband, like, I don't ever remember my mom, and not that my mom's a bad person or anything, I don't ever remember my mom telling us she loves us or giving us hugs. Right.
And I feel you. I feel you when you say she's not bad. It's just a generational thing, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't until when I went through all this and then fast forward till now, like, mental health is real, and my parents had to understand that. Because when it first happened, they're like, what's wrong with him?
And not too many people want to talk about it, though. Like,
they
don't think, like, oh, no, there's nothing wrong with you.
Right. So, oh, man. Oh, so here's my thing on that. My thing on that is when they're like, oh, no, especially seeing, like, my aunts and uncles, sometimes they would say that very nonchalant, is because they honestly don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Right? They don't know what to do because no one's trained to do this, right? You actually have to go through this and then do your research, start asking hella questions. Like, you don't just like, oh, I know how to handle the situation. You can't handle someone's situation if you don't know what's going on in them.
Yeah.
And that was my biggest thing. The communication was so lost that I didn't know who to talk to. I didn't know who was right to talk to about certain things. I'm over here 19 thinking I'm a grown-ass man. Right? Let's fast forward. We 33 now. We acting like big-ass kids. But I'm over here 19 thinking like I was a shit. I got my shit together. But, dude, all these little things start adding up. Then I started getting insecure about my passions. Like, oh, man, I'm horrible at dancing. I'm not a good friend. I'm probably not a really good massage therapist. That 3.9 is probably fake. Like, you just start adding all this shit up. But the thing is, you're not talking to no one about it. So no one has... You don't hear it reflected back at you saying, like, dude, you're stupid. What are you talking about? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you did this. Well, look what you came from. You started this. Remember this? Like, you don't have that someone to tell you that back. And so it's all in my head. So I'm over here telling myself that, and then coming back to me, I was like, yeah, you're probably right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, people say, like, you're your worst
critic.
Yeah.
You are your worst critic, for sure. And I honestly believe that.
You know what's crazy is that there's a girl at the gym. I mean, she's been on here 2 times. Nashi, she deals with schizophrenia. She's talked about it, playing it in the open. She talks about it on her Instagram. And we were talking one day that there's a voice in her head. Yeah. And I told her, I was like, Nashi, like, I deal with that voice. Yours is just on a whole different level. Right. Like, yours is, like, actually something else. The voice in my head is me. Right. Like, I deal with depression. She knows. Like, she sees me. My head's all fucked up, right? And I'm insecure too. So I deal with that voice. Dude, everything could be going great. Right? Everything's going great. And she's like, everything's going great. Like, and I'm over here like, I'm a piece of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing this right. Yeah.
Should we just stop?
And it's that voice that you're talking about that's coming back, like, hitting you. And it's just like, luckily, you were 19 with nobody. Like, luckily, I have someone to.
I was gonna say, bro, yeah, you's blessed, B. You's blessed.
And believe me, when I was.
If you want me to slap you in the face, I will. Slap you.
But that. Like,
I will take you up on that offer.
Well, you were the first. You were literally the first person that I was the intro. You didn't. Not you, but hearing about what happened with everything that happened with you. I didn't know you tried to hang yourself. I just knew that you were going through some shit. Yeah. And. You were the first person in my life that I heard that had mental health problems. Yeah. Not schizophrenia, not like, It was literally depression.
Yeah.
Back then, depression wasn't talked about. Like,
No, not at all.
depression was like, suck it up.
Yeah.
Stop being sad, you know?
Bro, and I believed it. I believed it.
Yeah.
Not realizing, like, there's so many things that come into play. Like, bro, growing up, I was a mama's boy. Like, she sheltered the shit out of me. So anytime, like, we're at family parties and I got censored about something, she was the first one to step in, right? And so this whole time, like, all the way up to high school and after leaving, I didn't know this, but subconsciously, I was depending on my mama the whole time to protect me, right? And that's me being a grown-ass man at 19, didn't think that was there, right? I was like, nah, I got this, bro. Not realizing, like, everything up to that point was because of my mom. And I was so, like, insecure and angry at everybody and everything that wasn't happening for me or what I fucking thought I deserved or whatever, that she was actually protecting me to a certain degree, and it didn't make me appreciate her. Because even though she's doing all this work, I'm over here focused on, like, projecting all types of shit to things I wanted or to people that I didn't like or people that didn't like me. But she's over here, like, sewing me up in the back. You know what I mean? Like, you're good, you're good. It wasn't until after, bro, I was like, holy shit. To this day, bro, I apologize like there's no tomorrow. Yeah. Like, hey, Mom, sorry. Till this day.
Call her up.
Yeah. I was like, I'm sorry. She goes, I know. Can I get a massage later? I'm like, yeah, I got you. But yeah, dude, it was so I know I'm going like
yeah,
no,
within the
you're
3
fine.
months, you said it was like 3 months.
Oh
after
yeah,
the
dude.
Breakup,
After the breakup, and then me trying to act like the breakup didn't affect me, got into drugs, right? And then again, I wasn't doing it for long, but I did it so fast, like a lot of shit so fast.
You saying 3 months? That was a like.
Yeah, I mean, I was smoking a lot of weed. You know what I mean?
Was it uppers or downers?
Ooh, both.
Both? Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Probably both.
Oh, I remember this one weekend I did. No, because to this point, and I think this can probably be another trigger of why this shit happened. From Friday to Sunday, and we always had an eighth. Like everyone within at least people I hung out with, we had our own eighth, right? It was an eighth of weed. And then I remember we just went through a bunch of eighths on a Saturday, and then that night we popped like 3 pills, right? So from Friday to Sunday, for the next 72 hours, bro, there wasn't a single moment we were sober, right? Yeah. High off our ass on Friday, pills on Saturday. Sunday comes around, homie comes through with lines. So now we're fucking doing yay, right? We're doing a bunch of lines. This is all within 3 days. Right, this is just an example of what happened within that 3 months. Yeah. But that was the one that stood out to me because we get Wednesday hits where my body finally recovers. I'm like, God damn.
I barely take a bite of an edible, and I'm like, my throat.
I'm parched. I need water.
He had to like hug me through the whole night. Like,
yeah. Oh, you was tripping.
I know we're talking about how you got there, but like. It's crazy because, like, drugs kind of, like, triggered you, right?
Oh,
that
definitely.
Was another factor
Definitely.
That triggered
Definitely.
It.
For me, like, marijuana kind of saved me.
Right.
I don't want to say I depend on it, but my mind goes at, like, it's always been, like, it goes at 100.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
No,
like,
at all.
It doesn't stop. And it's that marijuana. Once I started smoking that marijuana, that's when I was like, oh shit, like this is actually helping me.
Right.
But I don't know, it's different for everybody. I don't smoke it on a daily, like.
No, I feel
before,
you.
Like,
I mean, if you ask me now if I think weed is a drug, I'll say no.
Yeah.
Like I have to take an edible now just to sleep at night, and it helps me. I'm the same way. My mind is speedy, right? What I can't do is I can't just smoke tree. For some reason, I get anxiety when I smoke. And then my boy that works at a club, he had to tell me like, no, you're too wired. You got to smoke this. You smoke this is gonna times it by 10. And I was like, oh, okay, that explains the anxiety because I'm over here like, what? I thought it's supposed to calm me down. Yeah. So he had to put me on the weed game. But I just take edibles. It helps me sleep. Like I don't think it's a drug.
Yeah. So after that whole drug incident, like you probably didn't get any sleep.
None.
No.
You're probably dealing with everything mentally.
So no sleep doesn't help either.
Yeah,
we all know that.
Yeah. There's times when I like.
Ooh.
Nashi's talked about it before. when she doesn't sleep, that's when it's like
it gets
The
worse.
worst for her,
It gets
yeah.
worse.
Like-
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Sleep is so important, and the lack of sleep was, like you said, we just said it right now. It was also part of that snowball effect. I know there was so much more into it. There was a girl. There was drugs, lack of sleep, and then I think the lack of sleep started making me question my path. If I wanted to keep dancing, am I even good? Should I even be good at massaging? This and shit like that, right? One day I wake up, and I just had this, like, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know, was it migraine or a headache? It just, my whole upper half from my neck up was just heavy. And I couldn't sleep. It was so heavy. Because at this point, you think, like, bro, if you got so much shit, you just want to pass out. But it wasn't that. I just wanted to stop. So I'm outside. My sister's asking me, like, what's wrong? It's like 8 in the morning. Pulling my hair. We go back inside. I'm pacing in the house. No one's home, right? And once I had 4 suicide attempts, like, it wasn't me thinking about it. I actually did this shit.
Yeah.
First time I hung myself on our staircase, right, with a fucking belt.
Yeah.
Shit breaks.
Damn.
But it got to a point where, it was the craziest, scariest thing I could tell you right now, bro. I lost so much oxygen that when that shit broke and I hit the floor, I couldn't move.
Yeah.
It felt like sleep paralysis. Like I could see, but like I couldn't move.
Yeah. Did you see stars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not the whole time, but you know what I mean? So
like
I'm just like
flashes,
tripping.
right? Yeah. I've been
Can't-
put to sleep before.
Damn.
Sorry.
Thank you for putting light onto this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
fucking
That's crazy, dude.
this is where it get again, this was back 2007. I was like 19, 20,
Yeah.
33 now. Yeah. So that happened. So now I'm just sitting there. I take the belt off, right? It just got loose. I don't know how the fuck it got loose, but shit got loose. Like it broke, right? So now after I finally get up, finally get some oxygen in my body. I'm assuming, I'm not a doctor, but I'm assuming that's what it was because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get up, I'm sitting there just holding this thing, and I just remember just like, I don't know what I was doing. My mom comes in, she's like, what's wrong? She comes in from doing groceries.
Yeah.
She's like, what's wrong? So within the 10, 15 minutes, when I see my sister and my mom seeing me, they had no idea I just tried to off myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when that shit happened, my mom was like, what's wrong? I was like, I just don't feel good. And she's looking at me like, you're really pale. Let's go to the doctor.
Why
so
are
we
you
go
on the floor?
yeah. Like, why are you holding the belt? Why are you on the floor? Why do you look pale? You know what I mean? Because at this point, like you said, I was such a social fucking kid, dude. And I've heard so many people tell me this, I would have probably been the last person they thought to be like, exactly.
Like,
But there was another side no one knew about.
Yeah.
And it was because I didn't know how to communicate that insecurity, and I didn't know who to talk to about that shit. Because, dude, no one ever talked about it.
Yeah.
Right? No one ever talked about this shit. It was so rare, like, oh, that's movie shit. Or when it does happen to someone, like, oh, what could have we done? I don't know.
Yeah.
You never know, right? So that's why it's like, just be good to people.
That's what he always says too.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
you
just
never
ask,
know what
or
someone's
ask,
going through.
or ask questions. You know what I mean? Especially with social media, people always want to assume shit, but never want to ask a question.
Yeah.
That's
do
wild to
people
me.
find it weird? Some people might find me weird, but like I literally message everybody.
Oh, I know.
Like I literally message like, "What's up, dude? Like, how you doing?" Like,
Yeah.
It's just I'll be at the gym training, and then I'll go on my phone for a little bit, and I'll see someone post on it, and I'll just message something.
Yeah.
Like, I just message like, "What's up, dude? How you been?" Like even people from high school, like,
Yeah.
"How you do? Oh, that's sick, bro. Like, oh, you just had a kid. That's awesome." Like,
Yeah.
I make it a chore basically.
Yeah.
You know, I want to make sure.
Keep doing that.
Yeah.
Keep doing that.
Yeah.
I remember when you hit me up, I was hella random. I was like, oh, shit, what's up, Jesse? I remember I was like, what up, bro? He's like, hey.
I know.
And he has it, again, he has his infamous laugh, bro. I remember it, and
Don't
it
you
stole.
do it right
I
now.
tried
Don't
not
you
to.
do it.
And when he did it, I was like, bro, you still the same. He goes, yeah.
That's funny.
But
Oh, man.
that's crazy to hear. Like,
So after that, so that was your first attempt, or that was your fourth attempt?
That was my first attempt.
Your first
My
attempt?
first attempt. And I remember We go to the doctors. It was family doctors. And it was like literally like a mile away. We get in there, he starts asking me these questions, and he starts, so I've been a patient, right?
Yeah.
So you ask questions. I'm not a doctor, right? Just letting us know, I'm not a doctor, but I've been a patient at 4 different hospitals, and like even prior and post, like all this shit. That one question leads to certain questions, right? If I ask this question, it's gonna lead me to this question, and see what happens from there.
Yeah.
So he's doing this questionnaire, and obviously he's going down the line. It's, holy shit, this guy's suicidal.
Yeah.
Right? Then we get to that point, did you try to commit anything? So yeah, I just hung myself like 10 minutes ago, and it didn't work.
So nobody knew?
Was
No
your
one
mom
knew.
in there with you or no?
No, she was outside chilling.
Oh,
She was outside chilling. And he was just like, all right, wait there. Comes back in. I just gave your mom a letter, and I told her that she needs to take you to the ER right now. Told her not to open it, just hand it over to the doctors, right? So we go, and she's like, what's wrong? I was like, I don't know.
She didn't open it?
No.
Dang.
So we get to the doctors, bro. I'm telling you, this is it. Oh, man.
Yeah.
The moment, okay. Whoo. So we get to the hospital, right? Sends it, gives it, and she's just thinking like, oh, my son's not feeling well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we go in there, we get into this room. Next thing you know, they strap me down.
They 5150.
5150.
You didn't know, huh?
I didn't know. So my mom's like,
Your
what's
mom's
going
like,
on?
yeah.
But I was so out of it, bro, that when the doctor came in and he did that whole like sheet thing to separate whatever, I totally forgot my mom was on the other side. Right, but so she's talking to me. The doctor's talking to me in between the sheets. I'm, a little strapped to the bed. I'm just like, whatever, loopy, right? Not want to be here. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Ask me all these questions. So on the other side, right, my mom's probably just like flipping through a magazine. She just found out I was doing hella drugs, no sleep, and I just tried to attempt suicide like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
And now she's putting all this shit in her head, like that's why he's on the floor. That's why he's fucking pale. That's why fucking my son was holding a belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She heard it all, right? Fucking, so doctor leaves, opens sheet, my mom's bawling, bro. It was like a fucking movie.
Fuck.
So the first thing I see is my mom straight like this,
Yeah.
crying, and I'm over here strapped, right?
Are you realizing yet, though, your mom's realizing what's going on?
Yeah, and what I realized, like, oh, shit, this sucks.
Yeah.
But see, that's how fucked up I was. I was like, this sucks, dude.
It had to take
And I was
some-
even sad, bro. I was just pissed that she found out.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Going down the line, that happens. So now I'm like a 5150. I don't know. That was a bad word. I was gonna say advocate. No. So I got 5150s. I went to 4 different hospitals. Right. The first hospital we went to was Good Sam, and I was in that psych ward for about like 2 weeks. Psych wards are it's a trip.
Did your mom have to commit you, or did the
No, the hospital.
The
did.
hospital did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
'cause
hospital.
he's 19.
Yep. So I was in there. I was in there for 2 weeks. Long story short, from the next 4 months, every month, the moment I kept thinking I was getting better, I attempted suicide again. The next 3 times, I had 25 pills in my stomach.
God,
Every time. Like, I didn't think about suicide. I fucking attempted this shit, right?
Yeah.
I really didn't want to be here. And so I was in Good Sam, and then I was at, not in any particular order, but I was at Good Sam, Fremont, St. John's, and Stanford. Every single one of those, I was in there for like at least 2 weeks, right? And it was just hard for my parents and my family to be like, dude, is this gonna be like a thing?
Yeah.
That our son is no longer the social, happy-go-lucky dude that likes to dance and all this shit. Is this gonna be his new, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, okay, so you knew me as a dancer. Is that gonna be like my new title, the 5150 kid?
Their son was the 5150.
Right.
To everybody in the family.
Dude.
To everybody, yeah.
Yo, and you know how San Jose is big but also small,
Yeah.
right?
Because I heard of it, and I was 4 years younger than you. 2 years younger than you.
Bro, so tell me when 2 years later,
Yeah.
I found out people knew.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, did you hear what happened to G or Grant or whatever, right? It's like, yo, I'm like, what? No way. Because I was like this social
Yeah.
introvert. But again, there was or social extrovert, introvert. I'm a social introvert now. But there was just that other side, bro. Like, if I honestly feel like, because we're talking about this, if people don't communicate, that shit's gonna be in your head. Yeah. And if you don't let that shit out, even talk to a fucking therapist or something, that shit will eat you. Yeah. Right? Yeah, so I was in there, and then they do this thing to you. So, first one, I hung myself. Sorry. This is getting deep. My bad.
No, you're good.
You're good.
So what they did was, the next 3 times, I had like 25 pills in my stomach, right? What they do is they pick you up in an ambulance, and then when you get in the ambulance, they strap you down, and they make you drink this thing called liquid charcoal. And it's literally just fucking charcoal in liquid form.
Is that to make you throw up?
It absorbs everything, all the pills you took, but the thing is, it absorbs everything. Oh. Yeah, so...
Even your bile and all that stuff?
Oh, it was bad, bro. Oh. And it's a nasty shit ever. Bro, it's so bad. Yeah, I know. Because it literally, you take a sip, and you have to drink the whole thing, and it comes in like that much.
You have to drink it or you're going to die.
Yeah. Because I do. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You don't drink this shit, bro. You're going to be dead, right? And I had this... This is one of the crazy parts, but I don't know how to do this, but if I could reach out to this lady, I don't know who her name was. I don't remember her name. But the last 2 times, or was it second and third, one of them, or last 2, I had 25 pills in my stomach. The first time was this lady. She was, like, super nice, right? She really felt for me because my sister was telling her all this stuff about me. I was dancing. I was doing all this. And then she was kind of bugging out, like, you doing all this? Why are you trying to end it? Yeah. Right? And at that time, I still didn't know how to fucking tell what I was feeling. I was like, I don't know. Right? So the 3rd or 4th time I did it, I get picked up at a different location, and it's the same fucking lady.
That's crazy.
And she she remembered me. Yeah. And I was bugging, bro, because at this point, she goes, I remember this, she goes, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I was just like so out of it. I was just like, oh shit, right? She goes, so I get strapped down. I get strapped down again, and she goes, you know the drill. So I take it, and then I'm doing this thing, and I zip my hoodie down because I was like, I don't want to hear shit right now. She goes, nope, this is the second time I'm picking it up. You're gonna listen to me today. So I take out my hood, bro. She just, for the lack of the word, she's yapping in my ear. Yeah. Right,
scoot up a little closer.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So she, no, yeah, you good. So she's yapping in my ear, trying to knock some sense into me. Yeah. And at this time, I'm just like, I wish I didn't do it. It's the same lady, bro. Yeah. Same lady, a month apart, different location, same situation. Holy shit, did she have good memory? Yeah. Oh man, bro, and yeah, that shit got to me, bro. At that point, I was like, all right, I need some fucking help.
Yeah. Within all those times that you attempted, they not try to get you help? Like, you got to go see a counselor or you got to go
they did.
do something?
They did. So every time you do that, you're required to do something, right? To either seek help. And I even had to sign a contract when I was in Stanford that after I left Stanford, I had to go to occupational therapy and do, like, meetings and stuff like that. Yeah. I also got put in NA when I was in Stanford, Narcotics Anonymous, which is going to sound funny. I knew there was AA, so Alcoholics Anonymous, but I didn't know there was NA. Mm-hmm. So at Stanford, they have these groups. I went to the wrong group. I went to an AA meeting, and then everyone was talking about their experiences, and I was like, I didn't want to be fucked up, but I was like, dude, I can't relate to any of these folks right now. Yeah. And it got to me, and I'm just like, I was like...
How many meetings were it?
It was my first one. It was my first one.
He just kept going.
I know, right? That would be like, you think by the 5th time I would have known I was in the wrong place. Yeah. So I get there, and like it's starting to go in the circles. Everyone's sharing like their alcoholic stories, and it gets to me. I'm like, again, I was just being upfront, not thinking of caring the world. I'm like, I don't have a drinking problem.
Yeah. And they're probably thinking you're in denial.
Right. And they're like, what's your name? I was like, Grant Torino. You're in the wrong meeting. So you got to go over there. I was like, dude, I'm tripping out. Right? But this is something I don't understand, or maybe I don't understand because I'm not in the system. I've always only been a patient. Yeah. But what they do in the psych ward is they stick a bunch of people in a floor with all different types of diagnosis. Again, I'm not a doctor, but coming from a patient standpoint, it was a little weird because it was such a diverse, again, for the lack of a word, it was a diverse group of people with different problems.
So it looked like how look in like movies and stuff where they just
it literally
something different.
And dude, that's exactly what it was. Like my roommate, so I got diagnosed bipolar and psychosis, right? Major depression, and I had to get put on antipsychotics.
Which that like diagnosis, yeah, you're going through shit, but like you're functional.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
How was your roommate?
So my roommate,
That's
okay, so I only had one roommate and it was in Stanford. The other ones they gave me my own space. My roommate in Stanford, he was nice to me, but he definitely had his own problems.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't relate to half of his actions that he was doing, the shit he was saying. So in a weird ass way, bro, like I was never really bored. You know what I mean? Because I was in, I'm on this side of the room and we're separated by like a sheet. I'm on this side of the room. I'm always depressed. I'm always sad. If I'm not sad, I get mad hella fast, right? And I get paranoid. So my roommate, I believe he had schizophrenia, paranoia, and he heard voices. I just remember one night, and this is where it got a little wild. I just hear like a zzz. I'm just like, what the fuck? Whatever, I'm going back to sleep. Doctors come in and like, they asked me to leave. And then when they pulled the sheet over, I see my roommate. This dude shaved off all his hair, like skin bald, eyebrows is gone, right?
Did you go like this? Like
No, I was, okay, so now I look back at it, it didn't really click to me, but when I was in the moment, I was just like, just imagine me just super drained, just like, I just want to sleep, man. I walk out the room. But I couldn't go back in the room because, they were like talking to him, like, where'd you get this? Why'd you do this?
Where did he get the thing to shave his head?
Exactly. So there's all these questions, right? And then, so I get to go back in the room, and I was like, yo, you good? Something like that. And he goes, I'm fine. And he kept talking about, like, he was just very spacey. You know what I mean? And at that point, I'm not one to judge.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just like, man, we all fucked up. We all got problems. Hopefully we get something fixed. But he just tripped me out, bro. Like, how we're both in there, but we have not the same, you know what I mean? That it's just wild to me just to be put in in a facility where you're supposed to be helped, but everyone's different. I don't know. Like, you got AA where everyone has an alcoholic problem, right? That's just my example.
That's true. But then what happens if you do get two depressed people together?
Ooh.
Like,
do
they
I mean?
not?
Yeah.
Like, do they think
That's
like someone that's diagnosed with what you had and then your roommate work well together instead of putting two people like
you think that was planned?
And then
that's kind of wild.
Together.
Yeah.
I think it just.
I know. We're kind of just playing theories, but like I never even thought about that.
Money, to be honest, like money, like because they just only have a short amount of rooms,
right?
So they're just like, all right,
we gotta put you in here, yeah.
So,
you would think at Stanford though that you would have been able to have your own since it's like I would say nicer hospital.
But it's
bro. It was definitely one of the nicer hospitals.
He said the other hospitals he was able to have his own room.
Yeah, that is crazy. That Stanford is the one where you had the.
I had a roommate.
Yeah.
No, but like depression. It's depression, bipolar, right?
It is a.
It was. That's what you.
It's a form of depression.
So you were diagnosed with bipolar.
I was diagnosed with major depression, bipolar, and psychosis.
So it's just
Psychosis, like
what's psychosis?
Yeah.
Like paranoia.
Oh.
Okay.
Where you have to. I was put on antipsychotics for it because I would I guess be paranoid about shit, and I couldn't function because the paranoia got to me that bad. Mm-hmm. Or even some points where I get so scared that I didn't want to be here. So you know what I mean?
Paranoia, like anxiety.
Paranoia is like someone's how do I say this? Let's just go.
Because you're not schizophrenic, right? Where you think someone's after you.
Well, I also think if I could do that again, I'm not a doctor. I think schizo is like the way you also project how you're feeling. Like you're kind of oh no, that's Tourette's. I'm sorry.
Because now she would ask us is there somebody standing there? Like
we should stop saying her name, but
she knows. But
okay.
she's talked about
it.
Yeah,
she little. Yeah,
she'll ask us is there a lady right there to your right?
Yeah.
And I will have to tell, like, no, there's no one here.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, us.
Yeah, that's psychosis.
And then she'll say, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Psychosis too.
Yeah, that would be, if that would fall, I believe that would fall into the psychosis realm.
Is that what you dealt with?
Not to the point of that,
Yeah.
but it would just like, I would just be paranoid of like shit from the past. And then I start getting paranoid about shit in the future.
Yeah.
But none of that's real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm getting scared of something that
hasn't
happened or might not even happen.
You're giving yourself a storyline.
Exactly.
That's already happened.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
You know what I mean? So that's where it's like, yo, I was off for sure. And so I did all that, and then I had to go occupational therapy after I got off my 4th hospital. I was in that thing for like 3 weeks, right? Occupational. You had to like learn how to function back in society. Even that was weird because, again, we're learning how to function in society as a group, and we all have our issues. So as a patient, it was weird for me, but maybe from a doctor's standpoint, it's for them to observe, right?
Yeah.
I'm only saying it's weird for me because as a patient, I was like, dude, homegirl over here, homeboy over here got like some other shit going on. I'm not relating to this. Person across from me is getting annoyed of that person over there. It was just a weird scenario. I mean, I don't want to compare like our issues and shit like that, but I would say for me, I was just depressed, but I was still conscious. Where I think, there was a couple people didn't have the ability yet to be as conscious. So I'm like noticing all these things.
You're basically on like autopilot.
Yeah, I did. Ooh, autopilot. My sister's husband said this to me after I got done with all this. I desensitized myself.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it was. I was there, I see everything, but it didn't affect me. I didn't care for it. I was just always thinking.
Was that scary?
Hell yeah.
Like seeing, because you're able to, all these people that
It was
crazy were
yeah.
like, they didn't understand. Like,
Yeah.
You were conscious to see like, that dude's going through some shit.
Right.
Dude's going through some shit. Like,
Right.
What was like?
It was scary. It was confusing. It was even made me like, annoyed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I just don't know what doctors were doing.
Yeah.
Right? But obviously, they knew what they were doing. I was just in that circle instead of being the observer. But I was in the circle observing. Yeah. And I was like, this doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, I feel for the dude right there, but I don't think anyone notices that he does this thing in the break room. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta talk to the dude. Yeah. But it's just wild, bro. It was so wild.
So crazy. How'd you like, what triggered you to get out of it? You know?
So I didn't get out of it fully, I think 2015. That was like a couple years back.
So 2000. Well, when did you get put in?
I got diagnosed I got put in 2007.
Yeah, and then it was a roller coaster.
A roller coaster, all the way up to there, and then it was in 2000. Yeah, no, I was on medication for 8.5 years. I was on 3 of them. I was on antipsychotics, bipolar medication, and a mood stabilizer. So I was on this thing called Risperidol, Lexapro, Risperidone. Then I tried all types of other shit. I found out I have actually allergic reaction to one called Geodon, which is like a mood stabilizer. This shit tripped me out. So one of the side effects to this particular medication was muscle stiffness.
Oh shit.
Bro, it's literally what it is. It's muscle stiffness,
really?
Right?
Like you just worked out for like a.
No, bro, it's even worse. So I'm like literally, I was chilling, all right, watching TV, being depressed, right? Sorry. I mean, it was just like, I'm looking at it. I'm not only laughing because it's me. You know, I'm laughing at me. I'm sitting there, and next thing you know, bro, like my body just starts to tighten up into like a ball. Yeah. And like into like some weird ass position, and it just hurt.
That's crazy.
And I couldn't relax. Right? And every time I forced myself to relax, it just kept getting worse.
So it's just one
How
big
long does
cramp?
that last for?
Bro, sorry, I called you bro. It's like it's a habit.
I can hear, bro. It's all right.
When we argue, I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
I tell him, bro.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Right. We actually had to go to the hospital. It happened twice. So we go to the hospital and they would like pump me with water.
Oh, so it would dehydrate the shit.
Yeah. So they pump me with water and then either like with some Benadryl or something. It was water and something. And then it would help me like relax. But that shit, like literally, bro, like you thought I was doing like some contemporary dance shit, but nah, bro, I was in pain, like being stuck in weird ass positions, and I couldn't. And then that's when my mom got really anxiety because she was like, "What if you were driving and that happened?"
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't think about that, right? So we had to get off of that, and they put us on some other shit. But yeah, that's not the business.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So like, it kind of like, do you want to be on that medication? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
That's scary.
So you said after 2015, then you were taken off of it, the medication, or are you still on it? If you don't mind me asking?
I wasn't taken off of it. I wanted to get off it myself. So I know like with people with medication, I know it's like a up in the air thing. Like I'm anti-meds. I am for meds. I'm anti-meds. Me personally, I'm not totally against it. Mm-hmm. If you can go about your day without it and still function, you have people to talk to, I say do it. Yeah. The meds help me. I'm not going to front. The meds help me. I'm glad I'm off it now, but the meds did help me. But, again, I'm not a doctor. If I could say one thing, though, is if you get put on any medication, you got to see a therapist, B. Because what it does is when you get put on meds, at least for me, it desensitized me and it gave me tunnel vision. And what it did was it didn't make me think about the past. It didn't make me feel. Right? So because I don't feel, I'm not depressed. But because I don't feel, I don't know how to socialize on showing if I'm cool, if I'm happy, if I'm chilling. Your boy was just autopilot, like you said. So when I was in therapy and she's asking me what meds I'm in or what meds I'm on, and then she kind of helps me rewire my brain pattern, right? So that the meds help because it desensitized me from feeling depression and being heated all the time. The therapy helped me kind of connect what should be what, right? When you do this, how'd you feel? I don't know. What do you think you should feel? I was like, well, it's pretty good. I should be happy. She was all right. There you go. You know what I mean? It was like
crazy.
that.
No one talks about that.
No, and that's the thing.
Everybody just says medication.
Yeah.
Or go to therapy, but they don't say you need both.
No, bro, you have to have both. I mean, if you could do therapy without meds, cool. Yeah. But if you do the meds, you got, again, this is just my opinion. Yeah. You have to do the therapy. You have to do the therapy because no one else is gonna help you rewire your shit. You're on meds because you don't want to deal with shit, right? You want help. But if you don't know anything about it, like, I just feel like it's going to be very, very hard. Yeah. And that was my experience. We had we went through 3 different therapists. My sister took me. She made sure I got help, right? So we went to 3 different therapists. I finally found one, and I've been with the same one from 2007 till now. I still talk to her.
So you still go?
Cool.
Yeah. For the first 2 years, once a week. Fucking, yeah. And we were paying out of pocket. Because everyone in network, what they call it, in network and out of network.
Family?
Huh?
Was it your whole family having?
Your immediate family? Like
Yes.
Mom,
Fortunately and unfortunately, when I say unfortunately is because I was expensive, dude. Yeah. That whole shit was fucking expensive. Yeah. And
but then again, there's no price on
right.
On love.
No, you're totally right. You're totally right. You're totally right.
My daughter had something.
No,
wrong.
yeah. No, you're totally right.
I'd go broke.
No, you're totally right. And dude, let me tell you, we did. We had to refinance the house for my ass. You know what I mean? And it didn't hit me till after I got off all this shit. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? I was like, Mom, I'm sorry for being expensive. She's like, expensive. I'd rather pay this expensive shit and have you here than have money and not have you here. You know what I mean?
You can fucking make me cry.
I told you, bro, this shit was getting deep. I told you. And all this shit is real, bro.
That's
like,
crazy.
Oh, man. I held on to all my paperwork from my hospitals for so long, B. Yeah. And to the point where I was like, all right, I think I'm good now. Yeah. Right? I know I'm good because I could actually talk about this stuff. Yeah. And this is the paranoia shit right here, bro. When I first got diagnosed, first 2 years, every time I talked about my situation, I was like, I get paranoid after the conversation. I was like, dude, should I have said that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the
I think
therapist
that's everybody though.
Yeah.
right,
Because
right,
I
right.
deal with that and I talk to people. I was like, do they like me? I don't know. They probably think I'm crazy.
First of all, everyone likes Jesse. If you don't like Jesse,
Better
there's
not
something
like
wrong.
Jesse.
Oh, as a homie. We love Jesse as a homie.
They're probably like,
But-
damn, he's in an abusive relationship or something.
I kind of get it though. Like I kind of like that. I mean, I think everybody deals with that.
Yeah.
But I think yours is like to a different level, right?
It was on a different level as far as I agree with you. It happens to everybody. It happens to me now, but it's not as big of a deal to where before I talked about it, I didn't want to show my face. I was so embarrassed. Like everyone said, say some shit. Like I created this whole scenario, bro, and I felt like I painted this picture, and this is who I am now. I'm the 5150 guy. I'm the, you know what I mean? He was something, now he's nothing guy, right? But there was a whole journey in between that. And I'm also grateful for that because though I stopped dancing, I picked up writing. And then from the writing, I got into rapping and spoken word, and I got really into that. I got into that because my therapist was like, you have so much going in your head, I need you to write. I was like, about what? She goes, anything. I was like, okay, so let me back this up. So the lady I see now, and I bring it up once in a while. I'm like, you remember when I first saw you? She's like, no. And I know she does. But she's doing her therapist thing. Bro, I gave her so much shit, dude.
Yeah.
I would like just say so much shit like how I thought her line of work was stupid. Like, this is dumb. This is the most expensive hour to sit in. Like, you know, I'm like, I could sit at home for free, but I got to sit here and pay you. Like, oh, man, I appreciate you, Michelle. But yeah, and not realizing that's what she's trained to do. She's going to have these people come in her office and be skeptical and say all types of shit.
Yeah.
I was one of those people to do that and then realize, like, all right, you're still here, huh? All right, let's get down to it.
It was
then.
a front.
Yeah.
It was a defense mechanism.
Yeah, it was me in a new environment with all this paranoia shit. I don't trust nobody. And she when I seen her, she looked like the nicest person ever.
Yeah.
But I went
just
into
trying to find an excuse not to go, or excuse for her to be like, okay, I can't take you on as a client. You're gonna have to go to somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. And it's weird because I would go in there not knowing what I was gonna talk about. I just like when I seen her, I'm just like, you know, I'm just looking up and down, like, what are we doing?
What am I gonna pick on her about today?
Yeah. And then just by like a couple more sessions, she's like, so whenever you're ready to talk. And I was not allowed to leave because I signed a contract with the hospital. It was like, I have to seek help.
Yeah.
Right? So that's also another thing. Because of my record, in and out 4 fucking times, you sign these papers, you sign contracts. Like, I'm not legally, what's the word?
Because it's illegal to do that stuff, to try to kill yourself, right?
Legally,
it's illegal. You get incarcerated, right?
Yeah. I don't know if it's illegal. I don't know how it is now.
Well, that's why they put them on.
I don't know.
put
I just, like-
people on
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
I'm just thinking-
5150, like.
Because they do put you in cuffs, right?
Yeah, they cuff
Okay.
you up for sure. That shit's not comfortable.
Well, not in a good way.
What I meant to say was, like, because of my record, I can't own a gun, right? So that's just like one of the things that comes with it. I'm not allowed to have a gun. I can't register for one. That shit gets flagged because of the shit I went through, right? And then this is the crazy one. So because of my record, I can't get life insurance.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
I
That's-
cannot because
That's
as-
mind-blowing.
to the point where I'm so much better now, it hurts even more because I have to go, they come to the house to give you the blood work, and I did this literally 6 times. Got denied every fucking time because my case was so out of this world, it was too much of a liability for these insurance companies to I don't know, to plug me in with their insurance, right? Because like, yo, he's high up there. He's high risk as fuck, right? So you get life insurance, you pay the monthly, and you get capped out if something happens. Yeah. Because of my shit was so goddamn serious, they're like, we can't have him. He's too high risk. He might sign up. he dies, what? The family automatically gets $150,000.
That's crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
is
never
that
even
just
thought
if you
about
want
that
to do it
shit.
out of your own pocket? Is that also like if you work somewhere and they offer that as well?
That part I didn't get to. I haven't experienced because
Hardly any jobs do that.
Yeah.
Well, because when we worked for
FedEx
for
is
FedEx,
like one of those.
yeah.
FedEx is one of the only like there's not that many businesses that give retirement now.
yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, it's just rare now that people give retirement or life insurance.
Yeah.
You got to find a good ass job, like.
Yep, I believe that.
But that's crazy. I didn't even think that's stuff that no one thinks about after you go through everything. Like after.
There's
you're getting better.
repercussions after your repercussions.
Yeah.
Do you think if you were younger when that had happened, like before you were the age of 18, that would been able to do it now? Because you were a child then, say, if you were trying to commit suicide and you
At 16.
and then once you became an adult, now they hold that against you?
I don't know if that's the same, to be honest with you, but I am gonna look it up now.
But like
just
you
to
said, your case was
just
so
severe.
Yeah, your case was so severe. Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Like, you know, I mean, if I don't want to say that. I was gonna go kind of left field with that one, but I'll say it. Then if it doesn't work out, you could edit this motherfucker out. Just to play devil's advocate, if you whoever is listening, if you are a really good person, there are repercussions to this repercussion. Like, say you do get better, these are some of the things that are gonna happen. You're not gonna get life insurance for your family, for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So don't do that to yourself to the point where it affects other people.
Yeah.
Because again, like you said, they don't talk about this shit after you get out of it.
Yeah.
Right? If you're, big on guns, guess what? You can't own one.
Yeah.
You're not allowed, right? Yeah, that's pretty. I thought there was more to it in my head, but I was like, yo, that was it.
Those are two big ones, dude, that people don't realize. Like, it's just
Because, dude, if you go through this shit and you're alive after this shit, I hope you want to see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when you do, from my own experience, you see it, but damn, you still got to jump through some shit.
Yeah.
You still got to jump through some shit because of what you did. Like, I'm not trying to compare it. It almost sounds like to like people that have been locked.
It's not a punishment, though. You know, like
Right.
It's not a punishment.
Right. It isn't. Thank you for that. It isn't. Damn, I did make it sound like it, huh? It's not. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's part of that journey of getting better. And I guess I made it sound like that is because I can't change that regardless. Yeah. I can't change the fact I can't change my record to get life insurance. Like, I just can't no more.
Has it affected you in any jobs or anything? Like
the first couple times it did. Couple times it did. Ooh,
that's
yeah.
Another thing
that it was another thing. They couldn't trust me. They didn't want to give me. I applied for certain jobs. Like, ooh, you know what I mean? They were mad iffy about it, regardless of what qualifications you had.
Yeah.
And this is the blessing part. I wanted to touch base on was, you go through enough of that shit and that you want to be better, and all of a sudden you can't because of this shit. Man, I was like, all right, well, now what do I got to do to survive, I guess, as far as jobs? Because no job's giving me the time of day because of my record, right?
Yeah.
Or
do they run that, or do you tell them?
So my ass said, again, I'm a bad liar, right? Horrible fucking liar, dude. In these interviews, they ask me these questions like, "Oh yeah, I'm diagnosed with this."
Yeah.
Oh really? I did.
You're also
just
saying
like,
it all normal.
Yeah.
Because it is normal to you, like
right.
to say it and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is the empty
You
one.
can have that one.
Ew. But yeah, and that didn't play well. Yeah, man.
So, what brought you out? Like, what brought you out? 2015 hits.
Yeah.
You went through all this shit.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah.
And what?
8.5 years.
You out?
Ooh. I know we were talking about passions, right? We were talking about passions. Okay. So passions plays into a big part of why I wanted to be better. Family definitely plays a big part of why I want to be better. People that actually want to see you get better plays a big part. Mm-hmm. And just therapy. Therapy definitely helped. My therapist was always telling me, like, consistently, don't you want to be better? Like, she was like, what about, she starts talking about the good of what can happen. Because every time I went to therapy, I was like, I would be talking shit about this, being negative about this, being negative about the future. I'll be coming in there pessimistic as fuck, and then she's trying to, like, make me more optimistic. And then one day it finally clicks. Like, optimism ain't too bad. You know what I mean? Like, just a little happy shit. Okay, my cheeks hurt a little bit, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
My boy, so I stopped dancing, obviously, right? Picked up writing, got into spoken word because of writing, got to rapping. And I met a lot of dope, creative motherfuckers in that realm, which was creative in itself. Dance is creative, but it was just like another creative realm. I was like, oh shit, I missed this, right? So I started vibing. I'm finding love for something again. Yeah. And that, oh man, I didn't think I was gonna feel that. So I fell in love with rapping. I fell in love with writing and music. I wasn't good at music, but I started, putting, not to be corny, but I started putting my heart out there. Yeah. And so it gave me another boost of confidence. And it helped me in the beginning because when you go through that shit, getting in and out of the hospital, right? And everyone remembers you as just a dancer, right? Or in this case, for example, I don't mean to scare you or anything, but say, I only knew you as, you played football in high school. Yeah. So say, I was like, oh, I knew Jesse as the football high school dude, right? He's going to be the shit, right? Like, I'm saying because what you were telling me. I'm just playing.
I've seen his videos. No.
I'm just playing theory.
He tried to be like, oh, look at me, I played football. He was on the floor.
They're being theoretical. Yeah. I'm being theoretical. She was like, oh, hell no. This is too far-fetched. This doesn't work.
Don't lie to him now.
God damn it.
All right, being theoretical, right? Because he said...
Dude, I fought 4 times. She doesn't even think I'm a fighter.
She's just trying to humble you, bro. Okay, being that was good. Because he was saying, like, oh, man, I really thought we were going to do something with this dance thing, being videos or whatever. All right, just to play, again, being theoretical, that's what I would have saw in you playing football, right? Yeah. That shit happens to you. This is what happened. You go in there, right? I'm put you in my shoes. You go in there, everyone knew you as funny Jesse. Damn, he's going to be good at football. He's going to go somewhere. All that shit happens. High school is such an impressionable ass fucking stage in your life, as much as the 20s is. But that was what everyone remembers you as. Yeah. That shit happens. You got this new title. You're 5150 guy, right? Now I'm over here fucking
it's like you went on pause.
Yeah, I got put on pause, and then
everybody
I went
lived their life.
Yep. Yeah. And then when that happened, not only did everyone move forward, and I'm stuck. Now I started going through this thing called identity crisis. That was another diagnosis that happened. Because now I'm like, am I a dancer? I mean, that's all I knew. Yeah. Or at least that's what I was known for, right? So not being known as a dancer for like so long, I was like, fuck, dude, this is fucking with me. That was the only one thing I loved doing. Now every time I was doing something like, and I started seeing people again, introducing myself, I can't say, oh, I dance. Because it didn't feel right anymore. It didn't feel like it was me. And so I was like, now I'm going in my head again, like, what the fuck am I? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. I'm dealing with that right now.
Yeah. Like, I didn't know. Yeah. I mean, no, like, that's crazy.
It's just because fighting stopped for a little bit.
Right.
And it's like, it's not that I'm dealing with the identity crisis. It's the fact that I'm dealing with, okay, I don't want just to be a fighter.
Right.
You know, what am I going to do afterwards?
Right.
Like, I'm 30. My career is not going to be long.
Right.
Know? It's going to be 5 years.
Yeah.
10 years tops.
Yeah.
So what am I going to do in my 40s?
Right.
Like, you know, I don't want to just coach.
Right.
So I'm like.
You like coaching, though.
Yeah, I like coaching, but I found this. You know how you found hip hop? Mm-hmm. I found this, and like my heart opened again. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, this is fucking awesome. I'm learning something different.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just like I'm dealing with that whole thing right now. I don't want to say identity crisis. Because I'm always going to go back to fighting, but it's weird when, okay, I'm going to tell you this. You were diagnosed with it, right? But I was just talking to my grandma the other day. I always go to her for advice. She's almost 80 years old. She's lived life.
Yeah,
right?
as grandma.
Yeah, as grandma. And she said that doors will always open, and don't get caught stuck in a room. Like another door opens, you got to go through it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think sometimes we get caught in the identity crisis of just thinking like, should I go through that door?
Right.
But I'm this person. I'm this dancer, right?
Right.
But then this hip hop came. You're like, okay, like I got to go through that door. Like, and I guess you're confused, just like how I am right now. It's like I'm a little bit confused. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad you actually expressed that. If I could, because I actually, so one of my plans is actually start a nonprofit within the next year and a half, right? And it's gonna encompass like with everything I experienced and people that are working in the same field that I experienced. And one of those things was with. So that's what I want to do. Now going backwards, this is where it kind of ties in. I want to have a facility where I have enough people that know what they're doing with this type of field, and share my experiences of like the trials, the tribulations, being on meds, not being on meds, the identity crisis. Dude, so it's funny you bring that up because now everyone just sees me as the dancer again, right?
Yeah.
On social media at least, which is weird.
Yeah.
But you actually talk to people that actually kick with me and know me, and you'd be like, "Oh, your friend Grant, what does he do?" Shit, I don't know. He does a lot.
And I'm doing the same thing.
And that's what I love, bro, because you are now not allowing people to put you in a box.
Yeah.
And that was one of the blessings I got through this. Because I see people are struggling that this is all I've done, this is all I am. But it's not. You put yourself in that box, right? One of the best quotes I heard was what's it called? I saw it on a YouTube, but this lady goes, what is it? Oh no, this guy goes, how do you do what you do? Like, how do you think outside the box? The girl goes, nonchalant, like super genuine. She goes, what box? I said, God damn, what freaking box, right?
Yeah.
The guy asked the question, said the same thing, what box? I'm like, fuck. It's that I think that's what creates anxiety, is you are putting that title on yourself, right? And then once you accept the fact, like, damn, I don't want to just be this because I'm more than this, I think that's where everything eases the fuck out. Because, dude, I coach, right? And I'm loving my 30s because I'm being a sponge. Like, I'm not here to impress nobody anymore, man. I'm just trying to learn as much as I can because the more you learn, you could actually share it with someone and you might even help that person out.
And it goes into all your other things that you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because now you're not just a coach. You know what I mean? You're a mentor.
Yeah.
You didn't even realize it. Holy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're a dad, you're a husband, you're a fighter, you're a coach, you're a mentor. The way I look at it, just stack that resume up, bro, with all good shit. You know what I mean? You happy-go-lucky dude. Your energy's out there, like.
He has a lot of energy.
Yeah. and
Way too
you know what I mean?
much
And this
energy.
is what I tell some of the parents that kind of question about the kids' energy in class. I was like, I'm sorry, you know, I've had this multiple times. I'm sorry for my son or daughter. She's all over the place. She's like, oh, he or she has a lot of energy. There's nothing wrong with that. They're a kid, right? That's how I look at it. They're a kid, they got energy. My thing is, let's just focus that energy with something they like doing, right? I get a kid that likes to do just this one dance move. I'm going to make him earn it. I'm going to make him earn that dance move. I say, do it, but I want you to do this first before you do that one dance move you like. And they're like, okay. And then once he gets to the dance move, boom, it comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They love, bro. And so when I experienced that, I was like, dude, I want to do something like this. This is why I want to do this nonprofit, because you could change a lot of shit, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
When is it? when are you gonna drop that?
I wanna.
Or are you just building it up right now? Like you just.
We take. I'm making a lot of notes. I talked to a wonderful family that's helping me get it started. Yeah. Hopefully have it pop off by like within a year and a half or two.
And you want to incorporate dancing?
Incorporate dancing, music, almost like a boys and girls club in a way. Mm-hmm. That's like the best way I could describe it. But have you ever seen Private Practice? Have you seen that? Mm-mm. So Private Practice is a spinoff of Grey's Anatomy, where this lady, or the promiscuous.
What's up with your generation? Like all my brother's friends all watch Grey's Anatomy. Like, what's up?
It's because we can't be doctors, and we live through that. I don't know if that's true. But it's a spinoff. There's one of the main characters leaves Grey's Anatomy. She goes back to wherever she's originally from to meet with her friend, who her friend and her friend's husband starts this thing called a private practice. And under one roof, there's only one doctor for each specialty / modality. Yeah. But it's so unconventional.
Okay.
Y'all know you good?
No.
Yeah.
I gotta go get my kids.
Cool, I gotta drink water.
And it's so one-dimensional?
No, it's so unconventional.
Unconventional.
Like they have a therapist. I don't know the right word. The lady that delivers babies. What is that thing? The delivery doctor, nurse. Yeah. Right, but they do it old school, where you like do in the bathtub or like in the tub. So
I know
you know what I mean.
About, yeah.
And then there's Eastern modalities where like acupuncture, herbal medicine.
Midwife.
Midwife. There you go.
Midwife.
Thank you. All the way in the background.
See, she had to leave right when we had
She's like, we needed you for that one. All in one roof. Yeah. Right. So it's not like, how do I say this? But yeah, it's all under one roof. It's not like your typical hospital.
So that's what you want to do
with an after school program or like a youth program.
Yeah.
Trying to have that type of like different modalities under one roof.
You gotta meet my buddy Juan. He's here in Los Baños. He works with underprivileged kids and kids dealing with mental health.
Yeah.
And he's a b-boy,
hip
hop, mental health.
Oh shoot! You know what? Because you said that, I gotta give a shout out. Can I give a shout out? Shout out to Disa, because he's the one that really like solidified it for me to kind of pursue something like this. Because my boy Disa, he runs the Hip Hop Chess Federation.
Yeah. You remember you telling me about that, yeah.
Bro, it is awesome. Yeah. The things he does, he visits incarcerated youth, teaches them about life lessons through hip-hop, chess, and jiu-jitsu. And he's all about the kids. He's for the kids, about the community, the underprivileged. Like, he does what he needs to do, right? Yeah. He needs to do. I know he wants to do it. Yeah. And seeing him, working with him side by side and seeing the impact that he's done, whoa. I was like, yo, I want to be something like that. He was like, you can. I'm like, no, I can't do that. I don't do that. You know what I mean? It's weird, man. When you look up to someone that much and you're just like, I wish I could do that. And then like they tell you can, like you want to believe you can, but at the same time, like you don't want to because like you just love watching them do it. I don't know if that's me. It's just me.
No, it's
but yeah.
It's crazy because like the youth needs more people like us.
Mm-hmm.
You know my story. You know everything that happened to my mom.
Yeah, man.
I know your story.
R.I.P.
Like it's just the youth need more relatable, like real fucking stories. Like our generation, they sugarcoated everything, right? They kind of like don't show them cussing words. Don't show them tits on TV. Like don't you know what I mean? They didn't.
Right.
We were really sheltered, right?
Yeah.
And like they need more people that been through the shit.
Yeah.
You know? And dude, like.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like hearing that you want to do that nonprofit, I'll support the hell out of it.
Bro, we got to get you. I mean, if it pops off, we definitely got to get you when you train some of the kids or something. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, right now it's just bunch of plans. Nothing's like, solidified yet, but just a bunch of plans.
It's an idea. And it becomes bigger.
It's a passion. It's another passion. I'll say that. It's definitely another passion, bro.
Dude, we could talk all day about this. Like I feel like it's crazy because like I just hit you up.
Is this? Like, I'm sorry. Do you have a time limit?
No, not really.
Okay.
This is probably our longest one.
Oh,
but I can keep going. No, but
yeah. Feel free to edit this thing.
No, but for real, like I want to have you on multiple times. Like if you're down for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like we could get more into your story and. But yeah, dude, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, let's do a part 2. Sounds good to me. Part 2. Yeah, I'm with it.
Do you want the This Ain't Grant?
Yeah, the This Ain't Grant one.
I'll edit it and say it in the beginning too. But follow him on This Ain't Grant.
Yes.
On Instagram.
Yep.
Do you want them to follow your dance one or no? Are you okay with that?
The This Ain't Grant one's fine. Yeah.
Like 3 people. But
This Ain't Grant's totally fine. Yeah, no, I like that one. I hardly use the other one. It's just like, it's just there. But yeah, the This Ain't Grant, that's more me.
Dude,
and
this was dope.
This, not dis.
Oh,
I did it
spell
wrong.
it. Spell it out.
This is THIS ain't AINT Grant GRANT on Instagram. Dude, like you seriously taught me a lot today. That's why I'm like, I'm stuck. I could be stuck talking to you for like 3 hours because like you taught me a lot about myself right now.
Okay.
And
yeah, man.
Thank you for coming on. We enjoyed it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And, dude, it was fun.
Thanks for listening, guys. Love you.
Ayo.